The missing piece. Now this key should work. Those colors along the bottom must be why Beauregard's tombstone is important. This looks like the one in the ruins. I bet the numbers from the coffin will work. Got it. Looks like something is missing. I bet I can trace a path from the top left corner to the top right corner.
Yeah?
I showed Clara a film that really upset her.
Actual film? Where'd you find it?
Yeah, out in the ruins.
Mm-hmm. Prick up your ears. Someone's talking to you.
What do you mean?
What's on that film is at the heart of everything.
It was an old birthday party.
Charlotte's. Maybe she's the one doing the talking.
Tell me what happened when you met Charlotte.
I'll tell you, hon, but you got to remember that you are not like me.
What do you mean?
I have opened the door to the spirit world, and you have not. And don't you dare do it, ever. You hear?
Yeah, I can agree to that.
I mean it. The dead are just like lost children. If you're out there leaving a trail of breadcrumbs, they will find you. Enough of the PSA. I snuck out there to the ruins on the anniversary of her death. I waited in silence for a long time. Nothing.
You didn't say the rhyme?
Oh, that. Oh, it's cute, but I wasn't looking for my daddy's brain-dead bloodhound. They come when they come, and in the dead of night, she came. Stood right beside me. Just me and her, eye to eye, for a hot minute. Finally, she reached for my wrist. She pulled me through a fog that became smoke and then fire. She pulled me back to the night she died.
Could you see what happened that night?
I couldn't see a thing. I could only feel the heat. I could feel how sad she was and how angry. I'm sorry, hon. Talking about it don't come easy.
I'm just trying to fit the pieces together. What does Charlotte have to do with Jesslyn?
All families got one thing in common. Every generation, just like the last. There's some rebels and some oddballs that break the mold. But for the most part, one generation gonna follow into the footsteps of the next. From what I gathered, Jesslyn seems to be cut from the same cloth as Charlotte. You ask me, if someone saw Charlotte as a threat, then Jesslyn's been born behind enemy lines.
You said you opened the door to the spirit world. What did you mean?
You really sure you want to know?
I'm curious, and no disrespect, but...
Last time, I told you how my daddy got me interested in ghosts, but that's only part of the story. When I was young, there was a spot in my room where I could fold back the wallpaper. There was this gorgeous old wood behind it. I mean, to me it was. I'd trace the ripples in the grain with my finger for sometimes hours.
Why?
I don't know. I was a girl, and it was the only thing I knew about that no one else did. I don't know exactly when it started, but I began to trace a beautiful old willow into the wall, over and over again. Strong limbs running up to the sky, and the tangled roots grabbing tight at the dirt. I was obsessed. I traced the tree until I knew every detail. I even started to see it after a time, little indentations in the wood. But one day, the lines felt strange and cold, and I realized it wasn't the wall I was feeling. There was a girl on the other side of the wood. She was showing me what to draw. She was trying to tell me something. I should have shut my eyes tight and glued the paper back. But I didn't, and I couldn't. I let it teach me the shape of the tree, again and again, until one day I saw it in real life.
What happened?
Not a thing until a strong storm hit a few months later. I don't have to tell you what they found when they pulled what was left of the willow tree from the ground, now do I? That's when I decided I would learn to listen. I knew even then it had come at a cost. I just had no idea how high.
You know I don't believe in ghosts, but something isn't right here.
Explain it.
I'm seeing and hearing things. I can't explain it, and I feel, we all feel...
A weight.
Exactly.
It's common with hauntings. Now, some say that haunted places... Oh, shoot. I gotta rush. That's the other line.
This must be Ethel's grave. I should arrange these to match the date from Ethel's tombstone. I better get some sleep.
Still no luck with the search party?
No, and the numbers are starting to fall off.
Don't worry.
It's hard not to.
You have to get more sleep.
I know. I've been feeling a little groggy since I've been here.
We're here for you.
Thanks. I'd better go. I'll talk to you two later. This should come in handy. Someone went through a lot of trouble to hide this. It must be important.
Hi.
Why is Lexi so important?
I've always felt a little out of step with the world. When I met Lexi, it's like everything snapped into place. I don't know how else to put it.
And it wasn't the same with Jessalyn?
I do love her, but not in the way I tried to. Jess is my best friend, and always will be. If she ever comes home, and if she ever forgives me.
You don't think Jessalyn's coming back, do you?
What are you implying?
Nothing. Just observing.
You want to know the truth so bad? Yeah, I'm afraid she's never coming back. Happy? Can't stay away.
Where do you go when you're not out here?
Nowhere.
So, every once in a while you pop out of existence?
I walk around, looking for Jessalyn.
Did you ever meet Charlotte?
Yeah, I did. The girl, not the ghost.
Can you tell me anything about her?
Everyone loved her and everyone wanted her attention. But she still made time for me. She was a rare person. She just loved the world, loved her family, living or dead.
Or dead?
Jess told me Charlotte used to spend time in the crypt because she couldn't stand the idea of anyone ever being forgotten.
Clara mentioned you had some paranoia issues in the past. Is that true?
Happiness has never come easy to me. I've had to fight for it. That involved seeing a psychiatrist for a bit when I was a kid. Clara knows why I went, but still won't let it go.
Do you know much about Harper?
I heard she's in some psych hospital or something, but that's all I know. I saw her around once in a while when I was a kid, but I don't remember much.
Did Jessalyn ever say anything about her?
Just that she seemed scared of her. Maybe they had a past, but I don't know.
Aren't you worried that your parents won't approve of Lexi?
Not after all they've done. It's time for them to start worrying about my approval, because I am done looking for theirs.
I'd better get going.
Bye.
Clara?
I saw Charlotte, and she looked mad.
Are you sure it was Charlotte and not someone dressed up like her?
She walked right through the wall, and she told me something only I could possibly know.
What?
I said, it's something only I could possibly know.
Not to be rude, but you don't look so great right now.
Headache. I think it's the stress. Since I got here, I have been feeling really strange.
See you later.
Take care.
Oh, look, it's little old you. Where's the cavalry?
Why are you still hiding? What's to stop me from telling everyone where you are?
Maybe I'm the only one who can help find Jessalyn. Did you ever think of that?
All right, I won't tell. Clara said you had a troubled childhood. Is that true?
Troubled? No, I was an angel. And I must have been quite the genius charmer, too, because one day they shipped me off, straight to the most elite private boarding school on the East Coast. At least that's what I believed was happening, until we were creeping up the long and whirly black driveway, and I caught my first glimpse of the bars on the windows. I became the first Thornton to be admitted to the Millicent P. Krauthammer Sanitarium for criminally insane girls and women of good social standing. I'm one of the few girls to actually graduate from that program. I got a little diploma that says Harper's no longer a danger to herself or others and everything. And just yesterday, the Alumni Association sent me one of them dried macaroni pictures inviting me to speak at a function. But as you can see, I am otherwise engaged.
Where do you live when you're not here?
Wouldn't you like to know? And wouldn't I like to know?
Do you know why seeing an old film of Charlotte's birthday would upset Clara that much?
Did it upset her?
Quite a bit.
Oh, I wish I could have seen it. Reenact it for me now. You be Clara. Show me what happened.
I really don't want to do that.
Spoil sport. What was even the point then?
Did you leave that out for me to find?
No. Maybe.
Why?
Because I want her to be sad every single day of her miserable little life. And I had a hunch it would be funny, was I right?
No.
Yeah, I was. You just don't want to say it.
I really upset Clara, thanks to you.
Did she cry? And if she did, was it one stoic little tear like she was going for one of them movie awards? Or was it a big, snuffly, ugly cry? Oh, she's an ugly crier. I hate to bring that to the table, but it is the truth.
You made me upset a woman whose daughter is missing.
Oh, she's a big girl now. The truth shouldn't upset her. Don't look at me like that. I'm bored down here, and she's done worse to me.
Enough. You have to tell me what you're doing.
You don't tell me enough. It doesn't work that way. When it's time to find out, you'll find out, I promise you. Promise.
Are you the one writing the notes I keep finding?
What answer do you want me to say? Are you looking for a yes or a no? Or the in-between one?
Just the truth.
Oh, now that I can't help you with. I don't function well in reality.
Why did your family send you away?
Why don't you ask your beloved Clara?
You're dressing up as Charlotte or doing something to fake these hauntings, aren't you?
The hits keep coming. Your doll, a real peach. Ew! Oh, you're not kidding, are you? Am I dressing up as my dead sister for kicks? After the only family member everyone can agree on has gone missing? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, that's the question. The implication was more or less added by you.
No, I am not, so shut it.
Sounds like someone's out there. I should take a look.
Charlotte, darling, you're gonna have to help me out here. What?
What's he up to? Trying to figure out what's up with these clocks.
Well, then you didn't pay her enough. Don't make me the bad guy here. We agreed on this. You said she was no good for her. You said that, not me. Then take care of it. He's not my son yet. And if you don't take care of this, he never will be. And you know what that means.
Better wait for Clara to leave first.
Nancy.
Is it true Harper was committed?
What? No, she went to a boarding school. It was compulsory, but it wasn't an asylum, although she was very theatrical about the whole affair. Where did you hear that?
From Harper.
If Harper is actually here, stay away from her.
I couldn't help but overhear what you were talking about.
Oh, you couldn't? I find eavesdropping to be rather rude. Forget what you heard and consider the subject closed.
That was about Colton, right?
You don't have the context and aren't invited into this conversation.
Hey,
Does Clara fight with your parents often?
that's an odd question.
I may have overheard a spirited disagreement.
Really? What did she say?
She said, I'll pay her if it will shut her up. Who could she be talking about?
And you're sure this was about me?
Well, who else? What do your parents do?
They've been in politics as long as I can remember. Although who knows how long they'll keep running.
Why?
Money is different these days. We used to be, well, not Thornton rich, but pretty good. The last campaign cost a lifetime's work. Unless we find some new funds, we're going to have a tough time after this term.
See you later.
Later.
Quick, I haven't got all day.
Clara says that you really went to a boarding school, not a sanitarium.
Revisionist? I suppose next she'll say Wade spent a year earning merit badges at Camp Mandatory.
Did you really push Clara off a widow's walk?
I think I'd like you to leave me alone now, please.
See you later.
Yes, leave.